Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Before I started this, I realised that I had a mucky piece of grid paper, so I was turning it over and I realised it's my last sheet. This is the very first grid mat that I bought when I joined Stampin' Up, which is 2 years now. I had my stampiversary, my second stampiversary on the 31st of January. So yeah, it's taken me 2 years to get through this. I have got another one ready, but that's cool. And now I've got these two large pieces of chipboard for scrapbook covers or whatever else I decide to use it for. Anyway, I am bringing you a little Valentine project here. So I made this little box. So that's the lovely lipstick foil, the lovely lipstick ribbon, and this is from the Share What You Love papers. And it's a reinforced lid. The ribbon is attached to the lid, so you don't have to worry about messing up the bow. And I've got 4 little heart-shaped candles in there. I bought these, so 4 heart tea lights. I bought these in Home Bargains, and I can't remember how much I paid for them. I can't remember if that was £1 or £2 or something in between. But yeah, so this fits 4 of them nicely. I did a prototype before I made this, and just to show you that it will actually fit ordinary tea lights. So those are 3 Yankee Candle ones, and those are ordinary ones, so it will fit those. The other thing it will fit, because it's just over 3 by 3, is I've got this post-it pad that was a swap I received on stage, and fits that as well, so that's quite cute. And so it will fit jewellery, whatever, so it's just a nice little box like that. Where did that tea light go? It's gone into the abyss that is the floor below where I film. Okay, so I'm going to change the colours up for this one. So I'm going to use the Grapefruit Grove foil for the base, and then I picked out this sheet from the Share What You Love, which goes really nicely with it. Don't have any Grapefruit Grove ribbon. Well, I've got a little bit of that free Sale-a-bration one left, but I've not got enough to do this project, so I'm going to decorate it with the metallic edge ribbon there. So the Whisper White goes nice with it. Okay, so let's get on and make the box. So I'll get my scoreboard in, and let me tell you some measurements. Let me reopen my post-it. So this, for the base, is 4 5/8 by 4 5/8, and then the lids, I'm afraid we've got some 16ths in there. This is 5 11/16 by 5 11/16. This one is ordinary DSP, and that gives you a nice fit. When you're using this one, which is a bit thicker, it's quite a snug fit. So if you didn't want it quite so snug, you can either use a little shim here when you're doing your scoring, or just cut it a snag bigger. I'm going to leave it as it is. We're going to score at 3/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. I find scoring foil quite hard, so I'm going gently and slowly. I might turn over and do my thicker one. Oh, gone off it. Stick with my thin one. Do you know, it worked perfectly in practice, and now it's not. I might get my trimmer out for this. I might have something on there. I don't actually. I'm going to get my trimmer. Let's see if we have a little bit of a better time with the trimmer. So I want to go 3/4 of an inch. So we'll go out there to 3/4 is there. Oh, that was nearly a disaster. There, that's better. We've got it. So I'll go over these 3/4. This did not happen in practice. But hey ho, That's live crafting for you, isn't it? Well, it's not live, but I'm doing it live in front of the camera, and then I'll be not editing it. Okay, so this one, I'm hoping it's just the foil that made me slip. So on this one, we're going to score at 5/8. Oh, that was not 5/8. I went down on 3/4. 5/8 and 1 1/4 on all 4 sides. 5/8 and 1 1/4. See, beautifully doing it with this one. So just me on the foil. 5/8, 1 1/4. There we go. That's that. And then we just need to fold and burnish all these score lines. This paper I haven't used very much, and I do find it very lovely when I do use it. And I'm making this on Sunday the 3rd, and I have taken over the Pootlas group, Facebook group, and because Sam's away, and I set a challenge to everybody to use stuff from the annual catalogue, because when we get the winter catalogue and when we get the spring summer catalogue, we kind of forget we've got this wonderful big catalogue, and that we all went crazy mad about on stage last April, and I hazard a guess that some people would have things that they've not used. And then I thought, so I encouraged them to make things, and I thought, oh, what have I got that I've not used much of? I didn't have anything that I'd never used, but I did have things that I hadn't used much, and this is one of them. So make a reinforced box. So you've got a square there. You might see it better that way. Probably seen me make these before if you've watched me before or watched other people. You've got 4 squares in the corner there. You go straight up. I go straight up these 2 vertical lines. Yeah, vertical. And then I wedge in here to take that one away, cut off that square, and then I do 3 wedges, one side each side of this tab, and then that one there. And that's the sort of shape you get in the corner, and but just repeat that all the way around. I turn as I go, and I cut in the other side of the score line so that when it's folded up you haven't got that bulk. Doesn't matter on these bits because they're just going to get folded under. When I first saw somebody make this, they went round it so quick and it like blew me mind. I was like, whoa, what have you just done there? But now I just don't really think about it. I did have to literally have drawn instructions on a sheet when I first did this, but now I've made so many. And this cardstock is actually quite thick that you probably wouldn't need to do the reinforced, but it wasn't my intention to use this paper when I first did it, and I was going to use the new whatever it's called, All My Love, whatever, the pinky paper. I was going to use that to go with the lovely lipstick foil, but then I remembered that I had this paper. So, and I thought this particular sheet goes really nice with the Grapefruit Grove foil, and this foil is running out. Some of the Sale-a-bration items have been so popular that they are running out quite quickly. Right, and then on this one we're just simply cutting up and notching on both sides. So it's really quick to do the base. And then I'm going to use fast fuse for quickness. You can use wet glue, tear and tape, not snail, not for 3D items. Ooh. There we go. And then we just fold it in and meet those edges. I've gone over the edge a bit here with some fast fuse, but it should just rub off. And there we go. So that's the base of the box made up. And then I'm going to attach the ribbon before I stick it down. So I'm going to get rid of that point. So all I did was measure it from that edge to that edge, and then I'm going to cut off there, and then I'm going to cut the same length again. And then I did a bit of measuring because I wanted to make sure that they were centered. I did the first one, I sort of eyeballed it and I'm a little bit out, whereas this one I measured and I'm pretty much bang on, I think. You may not notice the difference, but if you're a little bit OCD, and I'm not really, but I do like certain things to be exact. So your square there measures 3 1/4. So I'm going to put the 3 1/8 there, and then find the midpoint between that, which will be here, because we've got a space there. The 1 1/2 is the centre, in it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put that to the edge actually, and I'm just going to mark there, just a little mark, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So put it to 3 1/8, go to the 1 1/2 there. So that's because I've got that gap there at the bottom. And then I'm going to look for my pencil marks, which I can't see. Good grief. I need glasses. There, make it a little bit more obvious, Jess, and then you might be able to do it. And then with my ruler, I'm going to get those 2 pencil marks, check it straight, and I'm going to draw it on the outside one. Do the same on this side. Those 2 pencils, double check we're straight there, and draw my lines there. Okay, and then I'm going to take some fast fuse, and where I've drawn that line, I'm going to put fast fuse down it, grab my ribbon. I want the pencil line up the middle of the ribbon, double check it straight, stick it down. Do the same on this side. You can of course not do this bit and just make your box with a lid and tie the ribbon separately, but I quite liked the idea of it being stuck down for a change. Right, and then I'm just going to trim these little bits off the edge. And that's that. And then we're going to go around all these tabs and put fast fuse on them. Suddenly had a bit of deja vu then, because I thought, oh, I feel like I've made this box before. But what it is the inside of this lid is a similar colour, so that's what it is. And then we just attach the tabs. Like so. So that's that bit done, and then we just need to put fast fuse on these bits, or tear and tape, or wet glue, whichever you're using, and then fold it under. I did manage, I've done it again, I did manage when I did it in practice that I did pull this slowly because it is an awkward angle. Move that back on the runners. There we go, and I'm going to put my hearts in there. I say you could put chocolates in there. And that fits perfect. Okay, so now to do the ribbon bit. Okay, I don't need fast fuse anymore. So, easy measurements. I just laid it across there and cut the width of the box, and then I cut another one. And then for the longer piece, I did the width of the box, and then I took the edge to the middle and cut there, so it's like 1.5, and cut that. There we go, and then we need quite a lot of glue dots. So what I did was I folded the ribbon in half and then just did a little bit of a pinch there at the centre. The ribbon is, I don't think there's a wrong side or a right side. So then I took a blue glue dot, put it there at the crease, folded this over to the centre, pushed down and pulled out, and that is going to hold it in place. Did it again for the other. And that's the first bit of the ribbon done, and then the middle bit of the ribbon we do exactly the same. Fold it in half, do a crease, stick it down. There we go. And then I put a glue dot on the back there to stick one to the other. Put that in the middle. And then I'll just show you how I tie them together. So then I just get a bit of ribbon to go around the middle. Cut that off. And then that goes on the back. Wind it round. Then we get another glue dot. I did say we're going to use lots of glue dots. Stick that in there. Pull it out, and then I'm just going to trim that little bit off. Now you could choose to just have one, but I decided I like the double, so that's the double. So you could at this stage go, oh no, that's pretty, less is more, I'll leave it at that, or you can go ahead and do a double ribbon like that. I'm going to carry on and make another one. I might speed this one up because you've already seen me do it. And there we have it. So that is the other one, which will go under there like so. I just think it gives it an extra little bit of luxury. So I'm going to stick this one down, and I found it needs sticking at the edges as well. So put a glue dot in the middle. One kind of in the middle of the bow there. And one at the middle there. And then stick it on top there. And then do the same with this. I'm actually going to get the sharper scissors there. Cut that a bit better. Oh, glue dot there on my grid mat. And then I'll stick that across the centre there. And there we go. So that's my two versions, one in Lovely Lipstick, one in Grapefruit Grove. Which do you like best? And then I've got this one as well that's retired. So I think they're cute. I love my little ribbon bow. Tell me what you think. Do you like it double? Do you like it single? Which colour do you like best? Okay, all the details will be on my blog, nigezza.co.uk, and I do hope you give it a try, and do show me if you do, please. I know some people do make my things, and often they'll post it either on my page, send me a photo, or I see them on other crafting forums where they tag me in, which is lovely. Okay, so if you like it, like and subscribe, please pop over to my blog. Why not sign up to my newsletter? And if you'd like to buy anything, then I would be delighted to be your demonstrator and send you a catalogue if you haven't already got one. Okay, bye for now.